Hello, everybody. Tara Boothby and Dr. Megan Just-Mancini, and we are here talking about Megan.
Empowering women
Yes,
and
here
women
we
empowering.
are.
Don't forget that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Megan? I mean, this is a really sort of a hot topic. A lot of the big influencers, the higher ups, if you will, are talking about women empowering women. Um, how are you and I noticing this? How are we women experiencing being empowered or not being? Are we empowering each other? Are we not? What are we doing here?
Oh, I'd love to say that all women are empowering all women and that I empower all women at all times. But no, I don't think that. I think it's an evolution. I can remember, God, this is years ago, but when like Reese Witherspoon, I'm thinking celebrities, this is what really struck me. Reese Witherspoon, and there's like a bunch of boss ass bitches, excuse my language, who are amazing that have come together to create and to empower each other as directors and actresses and actors, whatever. And that Reese Witherspoon was interviewed and she was talking about there's an expectation in Hollywood that women should hate each other and we should tear each other apart. And we're defying that expectation. And that really took, I mean, again, this is years ago now, but I had to take a step back because I had not thought about that before. And I know that I had implicitly felt in reflecting that I should be pitted against the success, whatever arena,
Right?
against my girlfriends and against my colleagues and against, it was like either me or them. It was very black and white. So if they're doing well, it means there's something wrong with me, rather than the shift I think that I'm attempting to make in this empowerment is to see that in admiration and then bring myself up rather than feeling like we have to be at odds with one another. I don't know. What do you think, Tara?
Yeah, I like that, Megan. And I think celebrities are a great example to look at, that there's all these super talented people out there that we get to admire. And, that even in viewing celebrity, it's this tendency to pit one against the other. I like Taylor Swift. I think she's super talented. I like listening to her music. I look at Beyonce. She's super talented. She's amazing. I don't listen to her music. I don't have to hate Beyonce because I like Taylor Swift. And that is a great reminder because that's what we do. That's what we do on this big sort of celebrity stage, and that's what we do just daily in our lives. But what if we just like each other? What if I see Megan, Dr. Megan Just-Mancini, which I am not a doctor. What if I look at Megan and I'm like, you go girl, and you're excited and you're living in this self-celebration, and that is something I want to see. Not only do I want to celebrate you and admire you for what you're doing, but I want to see you celebrating you, which you do.
I try.
You're good at that. You're a good self-celebrator.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think for you, Tara, like in terms of like I really admire you as a human being on all facets. And in admiring you and in putting you on a pedestal without putting myself down, I really do feel like I've become better because I allow myself to be open to your experience and your intelligence and everything that you have to offer so that I can get better, right? Whereas before, when I'm younger and I can look back and thinking like I kind of had to rub up against people, that negatively affected me. It made me feel worse. It made me feel lesser and didn't allow me to evolve and to grow. And so, in allowing self-celebration, but also the celebration of the amazing women that are around us, we all get to be bigger, stronger, better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, I don't do it perfectly, and I appreciate you saying that too. Like there's times where I see somebody really doing well and I feel jealous or I feel intimidated. But that pitting each other against each other thing, like what you were just saying, it's like when I see somebody who deserves to be on a pedestal and I struggle to accept that that's okay to see somebody else doing amazing, I do feel all my flawed failure stuff.
Yeah.
But there's this space where it's like you can be up on your pedestal and I don't have to fall off of mine.
Yeah.
I can still like me and like somebody else who's doing very well
Exactly.
or doing their own well, doing their own version of good enough.
Whatever that is. And I think, in talking about the jealousy, Tara, I feel jealous sometimes too, right? And I think with all emotions exist, we know to to inform us of something informational, right? But when that jealousy comes up, rather than acting on it to pit against, someone amazing women who are doing well, that's something that's speaking. Like, to me, when I feel that jealousy, I think, okay, I can label that as there's something insecure in me that's being triggered. So what do I need to heal in me so that that's not a threat, so that I can celebrate in that woman's awesomeness, right?
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that, Megan. That's like, what's going on for me? Why am I having this uncomfortable reaction? And then what I shared with you previously, but I believe this statement that there's enough sun for everybody. And so when I see somebody doing well, getting the goal that they want to achieve, or they're just having that one of those amazing days that are so beautiful, I have to notice myself when my girlfriend is doing her best, or somebody that maybe I don't even know wins an award or something like this, that I have to get slow with myself. And there's this, I think, millisecond thing where there's this, it's like slow motion in my brain. Oh, there's a choice here. I can ignore it. I can, bury the fact that somebody else is doing well, or I can notice it. Like, what about shouting out? There's something really powerful. So Megan says, I gotta look inside and say what's going on for me. And then I'm also saying this other part of, like, shout it out.
Yeah. Like, when you say shout it out, you mean like celebrate for that person? Like,
yeah.
Notice, and then like, you're amazing, to share that with them. Is that what you mean?
Yes. A simple way we could do this is, good for you.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. Oh my word, it's going well. Things are coming together.
Yeah.
There's enough sun for everybody. There's enough beautiful opportunities for everybody. There's enough people around to be with. There's enough of everything for everybody.
It's unlimited.
It's 100% unlimited. That is definitely accurate.
And so don't pit on me, Tara. No, just kidding. But using that to empower, right?
Right.
I'm not giving up my sunshine because I'm impressed by you, or because I'm celebrating you. You're in the rays, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't have to give up on my sun because the sun's shining on you too, or because you're just in a more shiny spot in this moment. Like, other people get the shiny spot sometimes.
Yeah.
And so there's this attachment stuff as well, this, like, experiencing and noticing excitement, experiencing and noticing delight, experiencing and noticing joy, and all those other good things. Like, let's feel good. Let's hope that other people feel good. You know what? If you're doing something awesome out there, I want you to feel good about it.
Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it.
Oh, a hug?
Oh, a hug, yeah. A little connection, a little oxytocin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously. And then I do think that in celebrating other successes, that can increase our sunshine rather than dampen it, right? And I hear from lots of people, and I can, relate to this in my past too, that celebrating someone else's success or empowering someone else means that I'm a failure. So if I notice that they're killing it in this area, that means that I'm inadequate in some way. But when we think about the sunshine, it's like, no, there's enough for everybody. You can be killing it and they can be killing it, and we can bring each other up and do better together.
Exactly. Together. Yeah, together. That's it. Empowering women is the new, we're in this together.
Yeah.
Bigger. Awesome.
Okay, awesome.